Greetings to all. This is Real Bar Talk Podcast with the Horsemen. Real brothers, real conversations, real topics. I go by the brother name Nonchalant.
I go by the name of Exact Truth.
Magna Carta.
Brother JC, fresh off the road, but I made it.
Before we get started, smash them likes, subscribe.
Yes,
What we kicking it off with? What we drinking tonight?
Hawk smash them lights. Hawk smash them lights.
No doubt.
To set up the get up, yo,
Oh,
brother Carter, I had literally 2 shots to this last night, yo. It's a little different, yo.
What
What is it? What is it? What is it?
It's the whiskey.
Cheers.
Okay, I see it now. I see it.
the black owned.
That's
Remember
right.
Okay.
Mac God had introduced it to us last episode.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that off, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No
I-
no Uncle Jack if I got my real uncle in the building. So when we starting off, we usually lead off with the NBA.
Let's get in. Let's dive into it.
Yeah,
Hold on. Let's see what everybody drinking on. What everybody drinking on? I'm Magna Carta.
Well,
what you got today, man?
Oh, I'm light today. I'm drinking sangria today.
Okay.
I'm drinking some sangria.
I got
Glass
my
filled to the top.
I got my blue moon that I always have, and I got some orange juice with some watermelon vodka and some gin.
You got that premium orange juice too.
Please.
That's like top. That's that top shelf.
Hey
Top
man,
shelf.
we top shelf, man. So you know what I'm
we
saying?
top shelf, no doubt. Well,
I got the Uncle Nearest and my red. You know, just changing up the pie a little bit.
Okay.
unfortunately, not unfortunately, but my apologies. I'm H2O in it again.
Hey man, I aim to be where you are, my brother.
I aim to be
man.
where yeah.
You gotta say the drinks to Tuesday, bro.
Yeah, right. I was like, yo, I be trying to go a little sober. I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday. Dang.
Word up, yo.
I take Monday off and I take Wednesday off. That's how I do it.
Couldn't have said it better than that. I couldn't have said it better than that. Man, you ain't never lied.
Y'all ready to start this off, man, with these top 15 shooting guards. 5,
Very
5.
interesting, man. I want to see. I doubt. Well, we're gonna have probably half, but this list is interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm anxious to see Nonchalant because he don't want to include the current players.
Yeah, that's just, you know.
I told y'all how I do, man. I try to go back because from what we started this whole thing on was the original 50. And then somehow or another, you know what I'm saying, the next 25 that they brought forth had some people that we was like, you know, maybe it's too early for them to have it. So I did my 15. My 15 is retired or Hall of Famers. And then like I always do, my 5 is my honorable mention, which is more of the newer players that are rightfully so. They're gonna make it. I just want to give the forgotten ball players their shout outs and their flowers now. You know what I'm saying? Because in the next 10 years, you really not going to know about these cats. You know what I'm saying? Well, we will, but the next generation may not, you know what I'm saying, have any idea, any clue who these people are.
That's what I was saying. That's one of the reasons why I didn't involve the active players right now, because for the same reason, they're going to get their accolades, you know what I mean? So I'm just paying homage to the ones that paved the way for them to get their accolades. You know,
and to get that bread.
And to get that bread. And that part. And to get that bread. So that's kind of why I'm leaning towards the ones that paved the way more so than the ones that are presently playing.
Y'all want to keep the same order, or y'all want to switch it up today? Brother JC's been
I don't have no
kicking
problem
it
with
on.
my top 5 shooting guards that I saw play or have seen play.
Okay.
With the exception of one, but my first 5, I'm sure we all agree to. MJ, Kobe, Drexler, AI, and Iceman. Because I always felt he was a shooting guard, so I gotta have the Iceman. Like that dude is just phenomenal. Man.
I think
Phenomenal
our first 5 is gonna really be. I think everybody's first 5 is pretty much gonna be similar. I think the middle of the pack is what we're gonna switch up.
Yeah.
But let's go. Let's get it. What you got, Magna Carter?
Okay. I got. Hold on, give me 1 second. I got MJ, Kobe, D Wade, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen. Not in no particular order.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, all right. I'm about to say.
Except for one.
Our top 5. A lot of our top 5 is gonna be similar.
Gonna be similar.
What you got, brother?
Nah,
Salak?
I didn't put
Now,
those in order, except for the
we
one.
push back at the end of the round?
Yeah.
Because D Wade, I thought he was a point guard.
Nah.
No, shooting guard.
He never played point. He always been at the 2.
Yeah.
He might have handled the rock, but that's the thing, man. What we were saying before, point guard is really gonna be what it is, because you know what I mean. Like they're gonna have so many people, which we consider tweeners.
Yeah.
But
He played with Mario Chalmers, right?
Yeah.
And Chalmers was the point guard.
And Chalmers
was the point.
Yeah.
All right. My bad.
All right. My top are Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade, Clyde Drexler.
Okay. My 5 are similar. I ain't going outside the box for mine. Mine is MJ, Kobe, AI, Ray Allen, and Reggie Miller.
That got very high. I mean,
let's talk on this. Because it's kind of simple and self-explanatory. 1 and 2, really, because everybody's either gonna be Kobe or LeBron. I mean, sorry, not Kobe. Excuse me, Kobe or MJ.
Right.
The mix up, like we all. I mean, for the most part, we say AI. Reggie Miller. What made you stand out about Clyde Drexler? And he's on my list. I'm just asking you now. You put him in the top 5. What made you put him in there? What was like, or is yours ain't no specific?
He got a ring with. Did he get 2 rings with Olajuwon?
He got 1, I think.
No, only one.
One though.
Yeah, but arguably, Mike, Kobe, he do similar things that they do at a high level as well. You know what I mean? But he got foreshadowed because I guess they didn't really look at him as, because I think he even said it too. He even said, like when him and Jordan played in the championship, and at that time, like when he wanted to, he did what he wanted to on the floor. Period. You know what I mean? But he didn't have that, for lack of a better term, he didn't seem to have that killer instinct like MJ had. So he kind of fell back. But as far as talent wise, I mean, he's a little more unorthodox. It looked kind of unorthodox when he's doing what he's doing, but they do very similar things. You know, that's why he had to be in my top 5. But he's
like I don't even know if I could call him a poor man Jordan, because for years, like Ron Harper was considered the poor man Jordan,
right?
But
Drexler was better than Ron Harper, though.
Yeah, it was much better than Harper. That's why I say Drexler wasn't a poor man Jordan. He just wasn't as good as Jordan.
Yeah, I think it comes down. A lot of times it comes down to like your, because everybody got certain type of talents or similar talents, I should say. But he was a little more reserved than Jordan, whereas Jordan got more of like a killer instinct. Clyde Drexler was like, I'm cool with where I'm at.
Now, is anyone, and I know Carter, you're a historian when it comes to this basketball, especially during the Jordan era.
Mhm.
Who when Drexler was on Portland, did he really play with anyone? Because they got drafted the same year.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean by
Portland was
play
the
with
team.
somebody? I mean, he had Cliff Robertson on that team.
Yeah, Jerome
Dude,
Kersey.
Duckworth. You remember Duckworth?
Yeah.
Kersey.
Jerome Kersey.
Jerome Kersey.
They had a squad. They just wasn't better than the teams that made the.
They went to the chip twice with that team, though. They played the
Yeah.
Bulls once and they played Detroit once.
Let me correct myself. I misspoke. I think he got drafted the year before Jordan.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, and that was the whole thing. They didn't want to draft because they already had Drex. I'm like, you got two of them, Juggle. What the heck you taking? I think they took Sam Bowie.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you play both of them dudes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was Elijah Wan went first, then Sam Bowie, then Michael Jordan.
Yep.
I just think
Yeah,
as we were talking before,
they used to clown that fucking pick for the longest time. Remember, motherfuckers was like, "Nigga, you Sam Bowie," like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was a straight, but I remember when motherfuckers used to just let motherfuckers have it over that.
But big man was valued then.
Yeah.
And once they put a load of Jordan, the big man started to phase out. About Jordan's third, fourth year, you'll see not as many bigs was going like Bowie, Turpin. Like they used to dominate the first 5 picks of the NBA draft, all bigs.
All bigs.
And to further what I was saying, Clyde Drexler, it was Clyde the Glide. He was nasty, you know what I'm saying? Coming out of house and all that.
I was a fan when he was in school, when he was with the Five Slammer
Jammer.
That was it. It was like when I didn't get to see him a lot. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, he made my list. He definitely made my list. I just didn't get to see a lot of Clyde's games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he was on that. He was West Coasting it. So
West Coast, yeah.
But at the same time, like to further what I was saying, like they was like when they got into the championship together, but probably a little probably before that too. But it was more so when they played against each other in the championship, Jordan and Drexler, and they were comparing the two. And Jordan, he said, "I'm gonna show you why I'm better. There's no comparison." You know what I mean? And Clyde did the opposite after it was over. Like after you in a fight, though, you don't know you in a fight right now. But anyway, he was like, well, maybe Clyde was like, maybe I should have took it a little bit more personal. Yeah. Personal. And I'm like, you lost the championship.
For that era, it was personal.
It was personal, exactly. I'm like, you thought that after the championship? You supposed to think that before. But you either got that dog,
or you not. Either dog or not.
You either dog or not. Yep. But he put up the numbers. You know what I'm saying? He put up the numbers. I mean,
and that was the Houston. What was that name of that college team? The Houston. Because he left. Right? I think they went to back-to-back.
University of Houston.
Yeah,
University of Houston went to back-to-back titles. Did they lose both?
I don't even know.
I can't even tell you. I know they lost one to NC State.
All right, so they lost to NC State. That was Clyde Drexler's last year.
They won one.
Okay, so maybe they beat NC State and then Drexler left.
Nah, they didn't beat NC State. For sure, they lost that one.
They lost at the buzzer, I think.
Yeah, on the dunk. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Drexler went pro. And then the next year, Georgetown beat Houston. That was Olajuwon's last year. I think that's how that went. So they went back-to-back years, but I don't think they got one. But a very good team. The Houston team was very good. And Drexler was, like y'all call, what they call it, Five Slammer Jammer?
Five Slammer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That joint was crazy.
We got my next 5.
Next 5, brother DC.
I've been making a lot of amendments, man. So I'm gonna have to slide. Now I'll be honest, I was never a D Wade fan, but I gotta respect his accolades. I got to, but like I just watch games. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like his game, but I respect the player. So I gotta respect the player. So I'm gonna go. All respect to D Wade. I'm gonna put in my second five. So I'm going with first Joe Dumars.
Yeah.
Mitch Richmond. Respect to Mitch. Yo, don't forget about Mitch Richmond. Yo, he give you buckets.
Yeah.
I'm going Reggie Miller. And then I'll go D Wade. And who else I got? And I'm gonna go with my boy Klay Thompson. Yo, he gotta be in my second five, yo. That's my guy, yo. That's my guy, yo.
Yeah.
That's my guy, man.
I ain't mad at that at all.
Yo, that's my
Not at
guy.
all.
Definitely gonna have to come back to you though at the end. I got questions.
All right.
So,
I hope
like
I
I
can
said,
answer. I hope I can
nah,
answer.
it's not. You know, it's mine's is not in order, but except for the one, I just put Jordan at one. But other than that, everything is. I just went down to. So I put Klay Thompson on mine too. I got Klay Thompson, then I got Dennis Johnson, I got Allen Iverson, Clyde Drexler, and Vince Carter. We
Hold
know
on,
he a
you said
tweener. We know Vince is a tweener, but I put him as a two.
Mhm.
All right. Hold on, Magna Carta, before we go further.
Yes,
You
sir.
said, who did you say was I just missed it, one of your people that you said.
I got Ray Allen, Klay Thompson, Dennis Johnson, Allen Iverson.
Freckles Dennis Johnson? I thought he was
Yeah.
I thought he was a
Dennis
tweener.
Johnson
I thought he was a point guard.
played.
I thought he was a point guard.
I had they
No,
had him at
only
a
reason- that's the
two.
only reason I'm asking, because I thought I got him on my point guard list. That's why I thought he was a PG.
It's them tweeners.
Okay, so I got you.
Yeah.
My bad.
Just like Vince Carter, because Vince Carter, he played small forward and two guard. So, but I got Vince Carter as a two.
I got you.
We gotta go. You know what? We gotta do the research with Dennis Johnson, the real Dennis Johnson. We played for the Supersonics, and I think he played with this guy named Gus Williams.
You played
That
with
was
Gus?
backcourt. So
Yeah.
I don't know who played the point. I don't know who was the shooting guard. I mean, Gus was kind of small, but he came across like he was the shooting guard, and DJ might have played the point guard, like Magic and Norm Nixon. Norm was kind of like the two guard, but Magic we knew was the point guard, even though he was bigger. So it might be that thing.
But you also could say it too, like this, like how Joe Dumars and everybody they always categorize Isaiah as the point.
Right.
Yeah.
Joe Dumars would initiate plays sometimes too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then he would play off the ball, go get the ball and go make the basket, you know. I mean,
my bad. My brother said
you
that in the Supersonics, Dennis Johnson was a shooting guard. When he went to Phoenix, he was a shooting guard and a point guard. And then when he went to Boston, he was a point guard.
Okay.
He was a tweener. Basically, he was a tweener, but you're right. It just surprised me because he's on the
he
list.
played the backcourt with Danny Ainge.
I have him on
too.
Huh?
For Boston. In Boston, Danny Ainge was the two guard, so DJ was the point.
Okay, see, there you go. That all makes that it all adds up. It all adds up there. All right, brother Dashalat, what you got? What's your next five?
Number 6 is George Gervin. Number 7 is Reggie Miller.
Okay.
Number 8 is Earl Monroe. Number 9 is Ray Allen. And number 10 is Tracy McGrady.
Okay. My next five is in no particular order. Is George Gervin, Earl Monroe, Mitch Richmond, Joe Dumars, and Brandon Roy.
Brandon Roy.
Bro,
That's a coulda, woulda, shoulda right there.
Yeah.
That motherfucker shot. That motherfucker played his cartilage off his knees.
That's another one of them. Man. What ifs? He's another one of them. What ifs?
They said he was like this, bro. They said that his shit was like his
bone.
It was over top of his other bone. Like his shit had like not melded, but his bone had started to grow over because he had no cartilage. There wasn't nothing to sit on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
I think some
that's
jokers just did enough. Like in football, Gail says he didn't play long, but what he did in that short time,
Yeah,
you gotta put him as one of the best, you know?
I agree.
Brandon Roy could have been one of the best if he could have stayed on the court, yo, for real.
I can't wait for y'all to hit my next 5, because one of the best is definitely in my next 5, yo. I know Nonchalant already know where I'm going.
Yes, I
Let me
do.
let me go first.
Yes,
Because
I
I
do.
think I know who it is.
I already know who it
Let
is.
me just guess. Let me guess, because I got him on my list too. Let me just guess.
His
Is
number,
it Hal
his,
Greer?
No.
his number,
No,
his
okay.
number is the same year, the last 2 numbers of this year.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. Say that. Talk that shit, baby.
I already
All right,
know.
go ahead, brother Joe. Go
Play.
ahead. Go ahead.
You ain't see
Go
him
ahead.
play. Hey, did we get this round over, though?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, I had a question before we go.
let's get the
D-Way,
question.
you say you ain't like his game, though, but I want to know what about his game you didn't like?
I watched him at Marquette. I used to see it. First of all, you know, that year when he came out, they beat Georgetown in the in the championship, the Big East championship. I'm like, yo, this dude fall on the ground all the time, yo. Like he was just everything at Marquette. So you know, it's like, is he a point guard? Is he a 2 guard? What is he? Like when you have the ball so much, I just feel like you the point guard. So that's why he was gonna make my point guard list. A consensus.
Okay.
If it's a consensus that he a 2 guard, now I gotta adjust my list.
Mm.
He might be on both my lists. I gotta, you know, because I got a lot of them tween dudes that I couldn't put at the 2 guard, but they're gonna be on my point guard list. Them smaller point guard dudes, like AI could be that, but I know he wasn't a point because we had Eric Snow. So there's no doubt about that. He's a 2 guard.
Eric Slow.
It was just that. That's all. I thought he had. I didn't think that he played off the ball enough for me. He didn't play off the ball like that, yo.
Okay,
Like,
so it was
AI
personal for you.
ball. You feel me?
Yeah, it was personal.
Nah, but he didn't play off the ball. He had the ball a lot. Like if you have the ball a lot, it's hard for me to call you a 2 guard.
Mm.
If you ain't really like if you facilitating the offense, like theoretically, I could say LeBron James is a point guard because he's always been a facilitator.
0.4.
Or like Pippen.
Well, 0.4, like Pippen, yeah. So it's like you ain't setting people up, you ain't directing stuff. If you ain't did that, you know, so I'll be caught up with that. You know what I mean?
I got you.
I'm
He
a
definitely was a
basketball.
2 guard when LeBron got there though. Wasn't no question with
Yeah,
that.
okay, Steve. All right, that's a good point. But if you ain't like Mo Cheeks, it's hard for me to say you're a point guard, yo. You gotta be the director of this shit, yo. I gotta see you pointing people, telling where they go, reliable, tight handle, make free throws in the end, clutch. I just didn't get that from him. But you know, hey, I'll give him all the respect due though.
Mo Cheeks was the prototype though.
He was the prototype for me. That's my point guard.
Yeah, I feel that. What's your next 5? What's your last 5, brother DC?
All right, so my next 5 is 2 guards. I'm gonna go with Ray Allen. I'm gonna go with Tracy McGrady. I'm gonna go with Vince Carter. I'm gonna go with Black Jesus. The real Black Jesus, Earl Monroe. And I'm going with the Boston Strangler, baby. Andrew Tony, man.
I forgot about the Boston
Strangler.
Strangler.
That guy play,
Good
man.
one. Good fucking one.
I forgot about the Boston Strangler.
Gotta see him play to appreciate his game, yo.
Yeah.
He's a perfect compliment to Mo Cheeks. And if it wasn't for his bad feet, yo, he was gonna do something.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot about
something. Yo, that joker used to kill Boston, yo.
Yeah.
Kill them cats. I gotta put him in there, man.
I forgot about that, brother J.
Billy till I died, man. Yeah.
I ain't mad at you at all.
Boston Strangler.
That part. Me as well. Yeah.
Okay. I got my last 5. I got Joe Dumars, Mitch Richmond, Tracy McGrady, Hal Greer, and Earl Monroe.
Yeah.
Man, good 5.
Yeah. Gotta respect Black Jesus.
My number
I ain't see
11.
him play. No, I ain't see him play, but I gotta respect that.
Yep.
Number 11 is Hal Greer.
Okay.
Number 12 is Sam Jones.
Sam Jones, where he played? Sam Jones, he familiar. I just didn't remember him.
He played a couple spots. I can't remember off top, but when I looked at the numbers, he was doing his thing. You know what I mean?
He was a Celtic.
It was a Celtic. Okay.
Yeah, most known for the Celtics.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
I mean, he sounds familiar. I just didn't remember, like, I'm trying to picturing.
Yo, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have put him on there. But
I know
anyway,
you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't have.
well, I don't know, but I looked at the numbers because I really didn't. The name resonated, but I really didn't like. Of course, I didn't see him play, but I did hear the name before. It's not like it was on a regular basis, nothing like that. But then I looked at the numbers. I said, let me put him up there.
The numbers don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I
That's
really
a
couldn't
fact.
put Harper
Oh,
up there. Like,
well,
you got the-
that's only true in sports. Well, because people with numbers lie.
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie, but people lie with numbers.
Yeah.
We'll get that another. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate on that because
No problem.
I got a
No
little,
problem.
I got a little thought, but I need you to help me with it.
Yeah, me too. I would love to go into that conversation.
13 is Joe Dumars. 14 is David Thompson.
Yeah, thought of him.
And my 15 is Pete Maravich.
I thought he was a PG, man. I thought he was a PG.
He was a shooter.
He's gonna be on
I
my
know he
PG
did,
list.
but he had the ball a lot. He was gonna make my list. I got him on my PG list. I didn't have him on this. I seen it in there, but I was like, he was shot, but he was a PG. He was a floor general.
But he was,
definitely a tweener.
They labeled him as a shooting guard, so
yeah, he was on that list.
Yeah.
Now, my later list is just reflecting that these are more recent, that they, more or less retired or, close out their careers. Tracy McGrady. Oh, shit. Hold on. My bad. Vince Carter, Dwayne Wade, Michael Redd, and Latrell Sprewell.
Oh, he was a tweener too.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, that's why I was saying, no, hold on. Since he's a tweener, I got somebody else that I can put in for. Richard Hamilton.
Oh,
okay.
Hamilton. Oh, I definitely game. I like this
Richard
game.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Richard Hamilton.
Forgot about him. Definitely forgot about Rip, yo.
Him at one point in time, him and Reggie Miller, whoever was guarding them had to be in shape. Because them motherfuckers ran you all through screens, all over the court, man. They ran you all over the place. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He was the king of the mid-range shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Had nice length. He's about 6'7", right?
Something like that, yeah.
Rip was a problem, yo.
Straight out of Coatesville, PA.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he from Coatesville.
Yeah.
Nice. It's good to know
I want to give my honorable mention for two guards because he's not gonna ever be on anybody's list because he wasn't really a scorer. But I like Sidney Moncrief.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Sidney Moncrief.
Oh, no doubt, bro. You got
that.
I like him. I like him.
Yo, he was
you wouldn't talk to an uncle?
Wow.
Listen, yo, Magna Carta.
I saw that he
in them 80s.
He was a dog.
That Boston stuff, but them damn Six and Milwaukee games was serious, yo.
He was a dog.
Sidney Moncrief was serious.
Arkansas Razorback, yo.
Good.
I heard about him because of his defense, and then I started listening. Then I started doing my research on him, and I was like, yo, that's the type of player I would want on my team. Sidney Moncrief. I like him. I'm looking for his jersey as we speak. I'm looking for his jersey. I need his.
Respect. Yeah, man.
That might be a hard come up though, Magna Carta. If it was back on that era when the jerseys, You can go to Mitchell and Ness. Mitchell and Ness might have it though. Keep it real.
Yeah,
with Mitchell and Ness.
they made it. It's just that I gotta make sure it's in stock somewhere. But they did make it.
And their colors was real talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Unis was nice back then, yo.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, they had it, yo. The Milwaukee Bucks is a problem, yo.
Anybody else got honorable mentions?
Vince wasn't on my 15, but Vince definitely.
I'm gonna put because I had to get rid of Harper. I had to, put Harper down the pad because of D Wade, but Ron Harper definitely, yo. When he came to the Cavs, like he was really all they had.
Yeah.
You know?
And Mitch Richmond, that's on my honorable mention too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got
like Mitch.
y'all know I always gotta have like 5 or 6 motherfuckers because I don't want to leave nobody out.
Let me hear that 5 or 6, yo.
No,
yeah, let me hear it.
All more recent though. You know what I'm saying? We got then again, there's no order. I got Jimmy Butler. I think these are all the cats that I think have potential and possible Hall of Fame, in the future. I got Lou Will. I got Joe Johnson. I got Byron Scott. He ain't gonna make it. It's too long. Byron Scott's too long. My bad. I shouldn't.
He was all right.
Is he a Hall of Famer though? Is Byron Scott a Hall of Famer though?
I'm not
I don't
sure,
know.
but he was a better compliment to Magic Johnson than Norm Nixon was.
He was a problem, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got people that like I said, a couple cats that's a little bit more recent, and Draza Petrovic.
Yeah, salute. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Much respect to him, yo.
Draza was a problem, bro. We talked about him. We talked about him the other day. Rest in power, but that's a badass. Where was he from? Sylvania, some shit like.
Was it Croatia? Where's he from, Magna Carta?
Rex Chapman. That's a good question.
No.
Dragan Petrovic.
Uh-huh.
He was somewhere in the Middle East, but I wouldn't be able to give it to you off the top of my head.
Was it from the same area where Vlade Divac was from?
I'm not sure.
Possible. I would not be able to get that to you off the top of my head.
Because he played with another Olympian, like during that year. Like, might not be Croatia though, because that's somewhere in Russia somewhere. I'm thinking. So if it ain't there, it might have been like Yugoslavian or something like that. But
yeah, he's from Croatia.
Croatia, all right.
Yeah.
I know he played with another dude on the Croatian team. I don't know if it's Sabonis.
Yep.
But
they say it was Yugoslavian and Croatian.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that's where what's his name was from, Vlade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yugoslavia.
Shout out to Rex Chapman that you brought him up.
You did bring him up. Good shit though. Good shit.
Word up.
My bad. I had the wrong number 3. I had the wrong number 3.
Rex was I think he had a more dominant career in college. But I think that his game matured. He became a very good role player in the league.
Yeah.
He became a very good role player.
Divac is from Serbia.
Oh, Divac was from Serbia?
See, that's why I had him mixed up. I wasn't sure if I said Divac.
So what about maybe it was Peja Stojakovic or Sabonis? I know he played with another dude.
He's Serbian, Yugoslavian.
Yeah. Who was that?
Divac.
Okay, yeah. Because I think they was on the same team. Like, I don't know how that Olympic stuff go, but I know he played with another dude, and we played them, like, in one of them games. You know how the Olympics is.
Yeah, because Petrovic, Yugoslavian, too, and Divac is the Yugoslavian and Serbia. Like, it's mixed up with them because
it's all European.
You know how they countries all split.
Yeah.
It's all European. They countries split.
Yeah.
During certain times,
that
and then they get renamed. He
wasn't scared though. He balled.
Yeah, he did ball.
Hey yo, nonchalant, and Magna Carta could co-sign this. Like, if they had a list of my most hated 2 guards, it's the Hawk, yo, from Bradley, yo.
It's who?
And Hersey Hawkins.
Hersey Hawkins.
Bradley. And my only thing was, I don't care if you give up 30 or 40 to MJ, but you a scorer. You
Right.
can't be having 13 points. Now that goddamn dude from the Nets, oh, he give you buckets, yo.
Oh yeah.
He gonna
Let
get
me
his
give you a fun fact though. A fun
Go ahead.
fact here, and from the top scorers from the 1990s at 2 guard. Hersey Hawkins is number 7 from the 90s.
Yeah, he must have did that when he went to Charlotte, yo.
No, listen, Hershey Hawkins was a problem when he played motherfuckers he was confident against. When he played against somebody that had his
Jordan
cojones,
too, yo, he used to stick up.
When they had this, he had this motherfucker.
We could beat Chicago, yo.
He get taken. Mike, man, listen. I just got to see, like some years ago, like how they say motherfuckers talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you watching the game, you got the commentation going on. You don't really know what the fuck these motherfuckers are saying. You can look and see these motherfuckers jaw jacking. They just say some motherfuckers was just belligerent on the court. Like, you killing the motherfucker. You on TV, you got a whole arena of motherfuckers and you getting torched. And every time a motherfucker torch you, your pride is shrinking.
Yeah.
In front of you. You know what I'm saying?
That's that Fred Flintstone.
Hershey Hawkins just didn't have heart when it came.
Yeah, he couldn't.
When it came to dogs, if somebody got in his chest,
So you said,
like, look,
you saying he didn't have the testicular fortitude? Pause.
At all.
Not at all. Y'all ready to move forward? Proceed.
Yeah. What we got next?
In the NBA playoffs, let me start off by humbly apologizing to the Sixers because I just knew y'all motherfuckers. I knew that this motherfucker was over, but thanks to the confidence of brother JC and not brother Nonchalant.
Mostly Nonchalant, my brother. Salute.
Called that. We ain't coming out of there without a W.
He called it.
Thanks to the MVP of the league.
Well,
yeah.
But the gingerbread man.
The gingerbread man.
And again, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if he can't come back, this is over.
I mean,
I hope he can play, yo. Yo, how long you gotta sit out for a concussion in basketball?
It's like 5 days.
It's been 5 days.
It's not that. He got his second orbital, whatever they call that shit. Yeah. That's his second time, bro. Like you got.
Yeah, but he could play with the mask though.
He could play with the mask. He played with it last time.
He played with it last time. I think. Then listen, this is my conspiracy theories coming out. I think this shit's a little bit
Here
more
we go.
serious.
This is where you drop the X-Files music in the background for the conspiracy theories.
There you go.
This is my take on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's a little bit more serious.
I can
see
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit more serious. That's just it. Like it's not like I think that we actually could have given them a good series. I wouldn't have counted them out, like you know what I'm saying, at all. I'm not counting them out. Miami tough.
No, Miami is tough, but I just think
they didn't look good to me last night. In the first half, they didn't look good.
Right. I think with Joel, and I know I'm sounding like a homer to Magna Carta, but I think they would have beat Miami in 7.
Absolutely. 7? We'd have beat them jokers in 6.
Yeah, I like that better. My bad.
Let me tell you something. Like, can I speak on it? Let me speak on it.
Speak on it, God.
Let me speak on it, man. This goddamn coach we got. Yo, I don't want to see DeAndre Jordan. He cannot play with these dudes. We down 13. We put B-ball Paul in. We go up 7 or whatever it was. And then you start the second half with DeAndre Jordan. Why doesn't he play rookie? He lost this shit last year against Atlanta because he didn't want to play Maxey in the game 7 against Atlanta. He gonna go with a veteran George Hill. Yo, this is sports. It don't matter how old you are. Can you play or can't you?
Jordan cannot play. He's done.
Yo, he was a minus. Yo, DeAndre Jordan was a minus 23 when he was on the court. Yo.
this is when certain things get involved, like you kind of said, brother JC, when somebody that's so arrogant that no matter what, you could be completely wrong and know you're wrong, but you're gonna roll with it anyway because you can. That's the epitome of arrogance, bro. He know Jordan is done, but he said, "Oh, I'm gonna play him anyway." Basically, I'm gonna play him anyway because I can. I'm the coach. All
And
right.
see, this my take on a few things. You can see how the X-Files joint again. Because right now I feel like
Boom, boom.
it's a couple.
Oh, is that the Netflix? Which one is it? I don't know it.
No, the one you just did was
The
that's
Netflix joint.
Law and Order. That's Law and Order.
I feel like Ted. Don't get me wrong. We talking about different teams, man. I ain't just talking about the Sixers. A lot of these motherfuckers be having nice ass young boys on their bench, and they just don't want to give them the burn because they ain't got that name. Like, to me, I gotta side with some of the young boys, keeping it real with you. It's a lot of hate that go towards these cats, man. Like, how do you, experience is the best teacher. We like to tell a motherfucker that, yo, watch out for this, watch out for that. But until they experience it, even if they go about it in an arrogant fashion, thinking that they can handle it better than the next person, a motherfucker gotta learn. Or how you gonna learn in the league if I'm on the bench watching? Yo, you can't play this game, but I want you to watch this old nigga's feet move. His feet ain't fucking moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
At all.
Yo, watch out. Watch when he get in the post, how his awareness is. He ain't fucking aware. I'd rather have a young boy be in the lane and think a motherfucker going to jump and go up. He get a head fake and calls a foul to have a motherfucker fall for the okie doke. Somebody do a ball fake and lift the ball up like this, and this nigga like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come the fuck on, bro. It's certain arrogant motherfuckers, man.
There's no way that Paul, what's his name? Millsap. What's his first name?
Paul Millsap.
Paul Millsap.
There's no way he should be getting in the game. The joke is 40 years old. Doc, how is he gonna help you?
And Doc's, and that was my point, like with the explanation that Doc gave. I said, okay, I see what brother JC saying. This an arrogant motherfucker, because everybody knows that I don't know his first name, but his last name is Jordan. DeAndre. Yo, he's cooked. He's done. Best thing you could do, yo, be the best cheerleader on the sideline. Throw your towel in the air, all that. Do that. But you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing on the court but getting in the way. And for the coach to be like, well, we don't. What's the other guy's last name? Reed or something like that? Or Paul?
Paul Reed.
Paul Reed. Well, we don't need Paul just be getting there and getting fouls. Well, that's better than what this motherfucker. At least he's competing.
That's what my point was.
Yeah,
that's what my point was.
You just want to stiffen it and stand there and go, duh, 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 duh. Are we playing basketball?
Again,
that joker's trying to get fired, yo. He gonna get fired. Listen, he gonna get fired.
He's not gonna get fired. He's out the door. LA is calling right now, bro. This is going to say this. I'm gonna say this again. Philly infamous. We do these stupid ass fucking trades, man. This trade ain't. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. James Harden was better off in Brooklyn. They wasn't going to beat Boston, but I think that they would have contended better if they kept these motherfucking squads the way that they was.
I said that. I said that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
you said that last year before the playoff debacle with Atlanta and all that. I said that last year when people was like, "Why don't you trade James Harden?" No. Why? What is he going to do? He's not going to do anything, because by the time he came out of Houston, I saw that he was cooked. Stick a fork in him. You know what I mean? To be perfectly honest with you, I really never liked James Harden's game, even in Houston. That shit looked like it was awkward to me. I'm gonna just say that. I didn't like James.
Weird.
I didn't like James Harden at his height. Everybody was like, "Yo, you got a handle and a step back." That shit wasn't amusing to me. I was like, y'all like that? That's what we like now? This is what we're cheering on now? This is what we doing now.
It's a rant. It's a Philly rant, yo.
It's a Philly rant. We finally got one.
True story. Like when he was
finally
with
got
Houston,
a rant.
It's true story though. Like when he's with Houston,
lay the couch out, lay the couch back.
When he was with
Nah,
Houston,
nonchalant, keep going.
when he was with Houston, what did he do? Except get paid. He folded when they played the real MVP with Steph Curry and all of them. Get out. He had Chris Paul. He had whoever he had. What's the excuse? Oh, you see his nice goofy ass step back 3-pointer? Get out of here, man. Yo, he walked every time he walked. I don't care how. Put your bifocals on or whatever. Here, let's use my glasses. He walked every time. He took like 4 or 5 steps. He stepped
when we drop the sound in the background for nonchalant rant.
Yeah, but true story. True story. Like somebody tell me if I'm lying. That's all.
I was waiting for somebody to go on a rant though. Y'all ain't do it. Like I thought it was gonna happen sooner than this. But go ahead, nonchalant, keep going.
No. That shit last night what Doc Rivers said. He said what he said. He said, regardless of what y'all think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Start the next game.
That's what I'm saying.
He was trash when he was in. He did nothing.
Yo, you want
nothing?
You want me lie? You want me lie to you? Make it sound fly to you? I could do that too, but I ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like the thing about it is, this is history. This is a history lesson, Magna Carta. The sixth, well, like brother JC's not he's a Sixer fan, but he's not a Philly fan. Like as far as sports, they do this in every sport. Way back to Barkley, they get one guy. Then they get, what was the next one? AI, right? One guy, and we want to pick another sport. Donovan McFlab, they got him. One guy here, you don't really, you got, I mean, it was a while before they brought T.O. on.
Right.
But it was like, who was his receivers? Somebody tell me who his receivers was before T.O.
I know y'all had Mitchell.
David, hold on, what was his name? Pinkston.
They had Mitchell.
They had Todd Stinkston and James Trash. Let's talk about it. No, that's of another week. But I'm just saying, all this is a combination of what goes on. To like, whereas when you have, they was already rolling before they got James Harden. But I understand the science behind it. The dude Morey is a James Harden guy. So I'm going to go get my guy. You know what I mean? And that's what he did. I understand the science behind it or the reasons behind it. It still don't make sense to me. But I'm just saying, like,
how about
I seen this movie before. I seen this before they got
I got one for you, nonchalant, real quick. Let me go on my Philly rant real quick.
Here we go, Philly rant.
After 2.5 seasons for Jeff Rulin, a bump on the Washington Wizards, a straight bump after he brought us a championship. And then the next thing I saw was when we hired Doug Collins, the beloved Doug Collins from UNC that happened to play in the backcourt for us on that 77 team. Doug Collins with the point. And he has that one dude from the Lakers, Kwame Brown. Why did he bring in Kwame Brown? And we traded.
Kwame Brown played for the Sixers?
Yes, he did. I met
I
Kwame
remember
Brown
that.
too, when he played for the Sixers.
Yo, when Doug Collins took over as the head coach of the Sixers, we traded Nick Vu. We traded another dude, and we took in Kwame Brown and Andrew Bynum, yo.
I remember that.
Look at that trade, yo. That's one of the most lopsided trades in the history of basketball.
And they was like,
no, what about when y'all traded Barkley away? That wasn't lopsided.
I mean, at least Jeff Hornacek played a little bit.
Barkley wanted it out the door, though.
He never played a game for the Sixers.
He got fed up, bro. When you bring in Sean Bradley and you pay Sean Bradley to basically, they call Sean Bradley the human foosball, bro. You paid this motherfucker $44 million to basically just be in all kinds of posters of him getting dunked.
Be
dunked on.
He get dunked on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? on a regular. They said that he was a human. Remember when what was his name? Eddie. He played for Temple.
Oh, Eddie Jones.
Eddie Jones. Remember when Eddie Jones got postered him? Bro,
And he wasn't even really a dunker.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But to see Magna Carta though, on some real stuff, I'm not saying that these are my brothers. They love, Philadelphia sports. As you see, I love Philadelphia teams too, man. It's just that to me, man, brother Nonchalant coach on this, man, I done had so much of a love-hate relationship, man. It's like a chick that cheated on you and gave up everything to all your boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I be feeling about. That's what I be feeling about Philadelphia sports, man. It's like I'm a fan. I'm just a different kind of fan. I'm not saying nobody else ain't realistic, but these brothers, that's why I can fuck with them Pauls, brother JC and Nonchalant, because they're realistic fans. You got a lot of times, man, back in the day, every season, man, no matter what our roster was on any team, it could have been the Flyers, Phillies, anything, man. We going World Series, we going Stanley Cup, we going.
Oh, we know a fan like that already. We know a Sixers fan like that already.
They strong in the belly of the beast. My brother Mars.
I'm realistic, man. I like to look at.
That's what I'm saying.
I like to look at this. Like I went to a game during the process, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fan.
That's a fan.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like I enjoy just watching competition. It may not be the greatest competition, but when motherfuckers is willing to give they all, then I fuck with them. It's just that to me, man, it just seems like ever since back in the day when Harold Katz was the owner, and I talked to somebody that was a major, and they were going into sports entertainment. It was a white dude, man, that I worked with. And he broke everything down to me, and it just made so much sense. I'm not saying nothing that don't nobody already know. It's not necessarily for certain teams to win. It's like drugs, man. It's like cures for drugs. It's not about curing the drug and giving these people a championship. It's about keeping them fiending for a championship. Every year, I can put something in front of you that's going to look like it's going to give you something, and then make you happy.
Sound familiar for an NFL fan?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But on the regular though, don't get me wrong, man. I can't stand your squad, bro. That's when football season come in. There's a difference, man. I can't stand your squad, but y'all got chips. Y'all got chips. And no matter what nobody says about Jerry Jones, I don't like him either. But he like, look, we can win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna keep making this money. And he let it be known.
I think all of them are like that for the most part.
Huh?
I think all the owners or whatever, they're like that. This is a product. You know what I'm saying? They're businessmen. You know what I mean? We the ones that get caught up in the owner's a fan too. No, he's not. He's a fan. He's a fan of money. He's a fan of money. But like I was talking on another thread, and it was, and they was like, the thing about like New York, LA, Boston, Chicago, and Philly. These are all sports towns. Philly's a heavily, and I would debate anybody that Philly might be more of a sports town than any of those places. You know what I mean?
No, I think we spoke about that before. I agree. Philly is second to none to me.
But the popular thing is, New York is a sports town and all that. The thing about it is, New York and all them cities that I named, they've always paid for their championships. Boston, LA. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
All right.
Boston in their heyday, were their team stacked?
Yeah.
LA in their heyday, or whenever they win, the Lakers, are they stacked?
In my opinion, they are.
Yes, they are. You know what I'm saying? Jordan didn't win till he got a squad. Am I right or wrong? I can
he had the best teams when he was
hold on.
Whatever, however you want to word it.
I wouldn't say his teams were stacked.
Hold on. Let me interject something.
They built a team that could win. Yeah.
Let me interject something.
Chicago Bulls. That was organic. besides
let me interject something to Magna Carta before you take the floor, Magna Carta. I want to ask something though. This is, and I'm telling you this, I'm putting my shit out there already. I disagree with it. But on the flip side, if motherfuckers got the money and ain't ashamed to spend it and willing to put the team together, is that wrong according to sport?
I never said it was wrong. All I'm saying is to win, you can't win without a team. And to get a team together, you have to spend money.
Thank you.
That's the science behind winning.
That was my situation.
That's the science behind winning. Like, I'm talking about consistently winning. Like, you might stumble, like the Sixers stumble with AI.
About to get them, brother JC.
I told you I'm a chimney. I love smoke. But
yeah, you about to get it.
I love smoke. Show me a team that won consistently in any sport where they didn't build a team behind. And I'm gonna end with that.
Okay. Well, you the chimney. I'm Santa Claus then.
That's all right. He don't like smoke neither.
I feel like when you said that the buying the teams, was that a little shot at the Yankees though?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. This is where I was coming. Do you remember when we was winning? Oh, all right. Thank you for saying that, because now I still got 3 left. So my minimum 3 pauses, I can still keep it. But yes, pause on that. When we started winning in 96, 98, 99, we built those teams from the farm system and drafting.
Okay.
We won most of our championships with Andy Pettit, Derek Jeter, Jorge Posada, Bernie Williams. We ain't pay for those chips. We ain't pay for those. The ones we paid for, we didn't win.
What were their salaries though? What were their salaries? How much was they making? Pull that up.
I mean, you can say that after the fact that we won, but Derek Jeter was young. He was on rookie. Posada, young. Williams, young. Of course, they're gonna have to pay him after we win chips, but we was winning without buying. When we did pay. And when we started paying, we wasn't winning. That's what made me mad.
So let me ask you a question.
Can I interject something? Before you go down? Let me interject something. This is what I think, and this is, if I'm wrong, correct me. I think one of the things in this, I like, don't get me wrong, I'm one of the few Philly cats that like the Yankees. I have an AL squad and an NL squad. I like the Yankees. They ain't my favorite squad, but I like the Yankees.
Either. I ain't gonna front on that either.
But this is the thing.
I saw
this is what it was. The knowing that you had a George Steinbrenner that was going to spend the money. See, it's the difference. Any of these Philly squads that you go to, no matter what squad it is, it ain't no guarantee that these motherfuckers gonna spend the money on the talent.
And that
what
go ahead.
Brother Nashalet was saying is that you're right. I figured that that's where you was gonna go, because y'all got right even to today, y'all got one of the best farm systems in baseball. But I mean, his son don't know how to operate like his dad do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the management right now. But y'all farm system is crazy. I don't see why they don't be giving these motherfuckers shots. Instead of paying motherfuckers, I'll be like, nah, you coming up. You know what I mean?
That's why.
But see, that's what I'm saying. The difference is that when you, Andy Pettit, a Derek Jeter, and you getting that, because of who George Steinbrenner is, whether your contract come up or not, we gonna take care of you. You come to Philly, bro, you have one bad season. If Derek Jeter had any bad season in Philadelphia, they would have ran the fuck out of here, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
We run stuff. Our management alone, not our fans can, but our management will run a motherfucker talent out of town.
That's all I'm saying.
But that side, I agree with you, brother.
It's a pattern, meaning, because this is from a Yankee fan, my cousin. He said he actually piggybacked what I was saying, because he said, number one, because I was like, aren't all these owners billionaires? And it was brought to my attention, no, Philly owners are fake billionaires. And I was like, I said, all right, okay, well, that explains my point even more. Because if you take all those teams I just said it's only one of them that wasn't stacked and didn't pay. And that was, let's say you was right with the Yankees. I'm saying that's the only team.
Okay.
Boston,
No pushback there. I give you that one.
Boston, Chicago, LA, all the teams that win.
Definitely LA.
All the teams that win championships.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to spend money and build a team. You're not going to do it consistently by just trying to, as they say, go from the farm or whatever that is. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen.
See,
and once they did that, but they know, like the Yankees got the money. That's my whole point. They got the money. They showed you they got the money.
Right.
So you're gonna get the prime pick of the crop, point blank, period, because you got the money. That's why you had the I don't know if they won or not Derek Jeter, the other guy. He came from Houston.
A-Rod.
A-Rod. Didn't he have like the biggest contract at that time?
Yeah.
In baseball history, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the numbers were, but that's what I was hearing.
Astronomical.
I like
so
it.
they have the money. These other teams don't have the money to do that. And so anytime money comes up, here you go. It's never a situation where it's like, nah, we ain't got it. In Philly, they're gonna be like, nah, we pay one guy. In New York, the only place that didn't work, and like I said, I don't know the money system and nothing like that, is, and I like the New York Knicks haven't won in 30, 40 years. It's either they're not paying, or they're paying bums.
No.
The Knicks are infamous for paying players that's past their prime.
Don't nobody want to play for their fucking owner. Don't nobody want to play for their owner. When it gets to the point that don't nobody want to play for your owner, or don't nobody want to play or come to the city because of how toxic it is. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's my thing is.
So you mean to tell me if you talk about the Knicks,
no, I mean, I'm generalizing, but if you want to touch on the Knicks, pause, we can talk on the Knicks. We can definitely talk.
I thought you were saying nobody wanted to play for their owners. I thought you were talking about
nobody wants to play for nobody. Definitely the Knicks. Nobody want to play, even though it's the big city. When I say that, it's like everybody, pretty much a majority of what I feel, the vibe I get is motherfuckers in the city, they still go to Knicks games because it's the hot ticket. But they don't want to play for the Knicks, man. They want to get rid of if they had different ownership, I guarantee you, that should have turned around.
Real talk, Zach Species. Before the Sixers started winning, we couldn't get free agents. We had to trade for everyone or draft.
But did you give Tobias Harris fucking the max contract like he's worth it?
Because we had to trade for him.
But that's Doc's boy. That's always been Doc's boy. Doc worked that out.
He always doing that.
Free agent that came to the Sixers that like is still there. A free agent. It's like we got to sell the city on you. Besides Embiid, what, JJ Redick? He was a free agent signing. Who else?
I don't know.
We got to trade for him and then sell a city.
I don't know, bro.
I think anybody play for anybody if they give them the money they want. Because I don't think a lot of the players, that's what they base it on. I'm not mad at you, get your bread. You know what I mean? But that's the first conversation. Like, they don't, like, the passion for the game is not there. The passion for the money is. I'm not mad at that, get your bread. But what I will say is when that happens, it affects the game. It affects the game.
I'm not for owners. I'm not for the owners at all. Like, that's why when certain things come up and you see certain brothers actually getting their money, I'm like, get it. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it. Like, a lot of times, like, I'm like, even if I don't like them, I don't really like Tobias Harris, but I'm not at the same time, I'm not hating on him about his money. I'm just feeling like if it came down to a salary situation, his money was there, and it was the reason why a motherfucker didn't want to come to Philly. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't.
Dame Dash said something that was, as far as like the owners, you probably saw the when he was on that other podcast, whatever. He was like, he broke down the whole. He was talking specifically about the NFL, but sports in general. He was like, he said, how can you even call? He said that would have to do something to you psychologically, to whereas you're on the field with people that look like us, and you looking up in a box, and you're calling him the owner. That would have to do something to you psychologically. Oh, I want my owner to give me this money. Huh? You know what I'm saying? That would have to do that. That's some other mental stuff, yo.
That's what I said.
My owner. The owner. The owner of what? The team?
Yeah, you don't own me.
Do what you want. And see what happens. Allah.
Hey, I'm gonna say and do what I want on another team then.
Allah, what's his name?
Oh,
the cat that kneeled.
Oh, Kaepernick.
Where he at?
Trying to get back in.
But he got paid. If some people look at it like, well, he got paid.
He did.
He got paid.
He did get paid. So my thing is, if you got paid, then are you kind of like, I'm not blaming him. He want to play football, but he couldn't do what he wanted and said. I mean, he couldn't do what he wanted.
He got paid to be quiet. He got paid to be quiet too.
Yeah. So you can't do what you want. Because
that's all that was like, yo, go away. Go away. We'll pay you to go away.
Yeah, those that fund you run you. Now is that free? Is that freedom?
Not at all.
That's all I'm saying.
What we got, man? Cause
who said that?
There's that spin cycle,
Ice-T said freedom of speech. Just watch what you say.
I got one more thing.
That's 100%.
But I got more than one thing. But I was feeling this. I want to know how y'all feel about this transition to the NFL. Anybody saw Ice Cube performance at the NFL draft?
Nope.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw
very
it.
nostalgic.
Well, performance. I don't know. It was a performance, or when he went up there to like
on day 3 of the draft, he performed. Today was a good day.
Oh no, I ain't see that, but we talked about that. That's my song right there.
The beautiful song. And so, with me, it's like I look in the crowd and I'm looking for my representation. I'm just I gotta see me. When I look at the picture, I gotta see me in the picture, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And like the crowd was rocking out, like everyone knows that song.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like who's pimping who?
Let me interject something.
That shit is like the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly. You're gonna elaborate on it. It's like the Oscars. That whole thing, I can see it being staged. Who is pimping who?
It's definitely what you talking about, but it's got a lot of it's business to them.
Yeah.
Think about this. And this was posed to me when I was trying to get into the music industry and learn the backgrounds and stuff like that, going to different classes and shit. Pardon. It's like, who's spending money on music? This is real shit. Like when this was posed to me, it kind of fucked me up, but it was facts. And we dealing with facts, right?
Females buy
music. And white kids.
Females buy
the lighter skin. Yeah.
Females and white kids. Us, I'm coming from an era of, yo, you got that new joint? Let me get a dub of that.
Let me dub it. Yep.
We dubbed that.
That's great. Yeah, real talk. That's
what the front of the supermarket. Who got it at the front of the supermarket?
Who got it?
Yo, now check it out. Now, let's go a little bit deeper as far as this thing is concerned. Yo, what's the name got that hot shit? They getting ready to perform such and such and such. Man, tickets $50, $60. I ain't got that. White kid like, yo, such and such
Mom,
and such.
can I get that?
Mom, dad.
They got money. They got money.
And you don't want me to go, so I need to take Johnny, Paul, and Foss. So they go from spending $60 to $240 or maybe $300. So, in my opinion, that's why you see that. It ain't just, it is marketing. It is, it's planning, but these motherfuckers is the ones that spend money on this shit, man. Like, for us, we just want to vibe and feel good and enjoy what it is. That's why, like,
and if I
interject, bro, my bad.
Yeah, I just want to add on to what you were saying. I agree 100% too. But brother JC too, what I look at it as, also I see what you're saying about representation, but I look at it as they could have had a rock group do that performance, but instead they gave the opportunity to Ice Cube. That's how I look at it. I'd rather watch Ice Cube do it than
Right, because
you
all right,
too.
so that's a good point. But remember this. All right, so they get paid from the people that's at the actual draft, but they also get paid by the viewership. So they need us to watch it. So
I
if
agree with you on that.
if you're on day one of the draft,
agree
you see
with you on that.
Ice Cube, you see Ice Cube. I'm not saying that we can predict that Ice Cube is going to perform, but now that we know Jay-Z has a part in this NFL, I wasn't surprised when Ice Cube performed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the same dude that said, fuck the police. It's okay when you make money for us. Because he do have no
apologize? Did he ever apologize?
I have no idea.
For what?
I don't know personally, but in their eyes, do you think maybe did he apologize?
For what?
I haven't seen, I can't remember seeing any footage of that, but I don't know. I can't answer that question.
That's
apologize for what? That's what I'm asking.
No, I didn't pose it out there like I don't want to pose it like, yo.
I don't know.
Like Ice Cube, I asked, like I'm posing it like because, man, listen, and this could be again the conspiracy theorist in me. It just feels like when you stand for something, or you stand for your people, and you take a strong stand, and then you end up making money off of these industries, it just makes you, talent is one thing, but it goes into what you said, brother JC. It's like, are they just making exceptions? Are they letting certain people in now? Are they just busting in?
Marketing. My segue, brother. Here go my segue. Sorry to cut you off. Great species. Here go my segue. Ice Cube got mad pushback when he didn't endorse Trump. He said, as a people, we have to get help from no matter what political party. And some people are Democrat, I don't want to say by fault, but because your parent, the ancestors were Democrat. But if they go back and they research history, African Americans, a heavy portion of African Americans were Republican. So now that's why I brought up the thing about King Randall versus Brother Umar. Ice Cube said, look, I just want help from anyone, whoever's going to give us what we need. So he's trying to make that affiliate, like he's trying to build that bridge. Let's use these jokers like they use us. And that's what King Randall, that's my segue. That's what King Randall is doing. He said, I'm not going to alienate myself because of the color of my skin or my party. I need to build this school.
And he said,
Umar be like, I don't want your help.
Because I think he knows that's going to be a hard thing to do. But I think he knows and is smart enough that once you receive money from these people, you're only going to be allowed to do and say so much.
So much.
And so he's smart enough to know that, and that's why he pushes back on that. You know what I mean? Because nobody's gonna pay you and then be like, yo, do whatever you want to. They might show that on the surface, but when you come back and start exposing people and things of that nature by accident or on purpose, you're gonna get a lot of pushback. You're gonna be like, yo, hold up.
There's a difference between what's on the books and how it really look.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
All right.
That goes back to my numbers don't lie.
Who funds you running?
Men and women lie with numbers. That goes back to what you that explains what I was saying, Magna Carta. It don't matter how it looks. It matters what's on the books. That's what I mean when people say, "Oh, numbers don't lie." Yeah, all right, but people lie with numbers. You know what I'm saying? Numbers can be manipulated. They're being manipulated all the time. All you got to do is you can make a statistical analogy for anything, and it could be a complete lie. That's manipulation with numbers. Numbers can lie. Like, of course, if you got a 5 there, yeah, that says 5. That's how it looks, but that's not what's on the books.
Nike sold a virtual sneaker the other day for $8,000. A virtual fucking sneaker for $8,000.
It's something that's not even real.
Yeah, a sneaker that you can only wear in the metaverse.
In the metaverse.
I just want to make sure.
It's when the X-Files music play in the background.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I want to make sure that we know, is Brother Ice Cube, is he going to take? Because he's already popular. I mean, but like, when he was on that song, I was straight feeling it like, yo, that's my dog. Like, okay, Cube, but now what are you going to do with your power?
That's all I be asking.
I can't help but to look at the crowd, yo. I'm gonna look in the crowd and see, are we there?
But like with King
also,
Randall,
you can't put that on Ice Cube with who his audience is either, though.
No, you can't. You can't. I'm not saying that. However, we've always been their entertainment.
Okay.
So don't let them use you.
What's going on?
I got you.
To serve our people. That's all I care about.
Right. Okay. I got you now. I got you.
I'm with you.
Right.
I'm with you, brother JC. I'm with you, brother JC. But until you get to the point that somebody feels as though they don't care about that, then what changes? Because it's always somebody next. If Ice Cube wouldn't have did it, somebody would have did it.
Now, Ice Cube might drop an album within the next 30 days, yo. I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised.
What kind of, we live in a marketing and promotion. It was posed to me.
It's a capitalistic society.
But on the paper, we're supposed to be a republic. So that's where the confusion comes in. Supposed to be the republic. When they recite notice I said they. When they recite the national anthem and you recite it and everything, it says the republic.
Yeah.
But we live in a capitalistic society. Whereas
not only that, but go ahead.
No, I'm just making, touching on some things. Pause. But it's like
yo, that's two, yo.
Nah,
you got a 3 pause minimum. 3 pause minimum. You got one more.
Two on that shit, yo.
I need like 10. I need like 10 just for clarity. Like I need 10, like from the gate. Like, all right.
Real bar talk, yo. Real shit, yo. Let's get it, yo.
So, damn, I'm getting nice.
My bad.
No, I get it. It's good. Basically, I lost my thought, but we need to just.
Said it's a republic.
Bring that beat back.
But it's like we live in a capitalistic society. Like Nonchalant really ain't a big fan of the brother no more who said it. I mean, he at one point in time, I felt like the brother was prolific, but I guess I don't know now. But Talib Kweli said, we're survivalists that was turned to consumers. So now, anytime you get a marketing situation, which what you said was, brother JC, was the draft, being Ice Cube. So now you said 30 days, he's gonna have an album because he's gonna take advantage of the promotion that was already given to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So then when you say he has that audience already, that audience can already be like, off of hypeness, going to see them. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about going to see Wu-Tang and Nas in September. After we go see that,
gotta be there.
It's gonna be a Nas and Wu-Tang fest, like going back, pulling up old archives. That's what that energy does. So
Yes.
they're gonna take advantage of it. And that's why I say it goes to being
Hey,
capitalistic.
hon, let's go buy Ice Cube album, hon.
Yeah, exactly. The kids want it.
Draft.
Yup. It's summertime. We can go drive with the kids. We entertain the kids with Ice Cube while we drive down the coast. Come on, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't get mad at people for making money. I get mad at people for selling out their people to make money at the expense. That's why when we talk about, you know, Stephen A. and shit like that, like I heard this motherfucker say some shit like, I would never get somebody contract for Kyrie. Like, don't get me wrong, man. The dude is a little weird, but I still respect him.
Rant. Because you've been around jokers like Stephen A. that's trying to impress these women, yo. I'm not speaking out against my brother. I don't care. That stuff that he said about who was the athlete he's talking about? He sounded like he's antiquated. Who was the athlete that was just saying, Cam Newton. When Cam Newton said, this is my representation of a black woman, my mother. And Stephen A. gonna say like, yo, you trying to impress Molly. You got brothers that want to impress that female. The one female that's there, it's gonna be 6 of us. And I'll guarantee you out of the 6 brothers that's there, 4 of them jokers trying to impress that female. I put that on everything. I ignore that female. Because I know that's what you want.
I don't believe in sitting in anybody's face, shaking their hand, and then messing with their woman. I don't believe in that. I don't do that shit. I don't believe in that workplace. That workplace, I'm around you, I'm around your woman, any of that shit. I don't believe in that shit. Like I live by a code, man. I don't personally believe like that. Like, I mean, community pussy is community pussy. But what motherfucker claim something, that's your wife, that's a certain thing. Like, man, I don't believe in that shit. Like, but like Nashalan said, it's sucker shit, man. I mean, get your money, man. I just don't believe in, like when I say I don't have nothing to say, I don't know what you're doing with your money. I don't know what the fuck you did to get your bread. But if you getting it, you eating in a society right now where it's hard for a lot of people, I can't spend my energy disliking you.
I'm not tearing down the brother, yo.
No, I ain't saying you. I ain't saying you, brother JC, not at all.
No, I'm just saying about that Stephen A., that Cam Newton, that having that conversation around Molly. Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. That's just his opinion. It ain't my job to say your opinion is antiquated. No, his father showed him what a real man is.
Right.
That's it. I ain't have one.
Did he do the interview when he was mad at his pops? Because I remember before Cam got out there, his pop was his #1 fan. Yeah. I ain't see his mom's. That's me. But again, man, I mean, Cam a weirdo. He a weirdo.
My thing is this, man. My thing is this. I think we get caught up in a lot of things is that because it's put out there like that. You know what I'm saying? And we look at the wrong people for certain things. You know what I'm saying? If we keep looking at entertainers, and that goes under sports, actors, actresses, or whatever, to make things better for the world, you're gonna constantly get what we're getting. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to nobody. That's just what it is. But we look up to these people as what? As so-called leaders and whatnot. Yeah, they have a responsibility, but they have been put in these positions to be so-called spokespersons for the people that they look like, and they're you know what I mean. So if they're saying it and they're on whatever show or with catching whatever ball, pause, or shooting whatever whatever sport or entertainment they're in, this is theater, bro. This is theater. You know what I'm saying? It's drama. You know what I mean? And so we all look at what they're doing. It gotta be right. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be right, or not even be right. It has to be paid attention to. Let's say that. We're in an attention economy. It's a lot of attention whores. It's a lot of most are attention whores. To be perfectly honest with you. So we'll have. I ain't saying us. I'm just saying people that don't care about certain things. They're going to do whatever they can to have somebody pay attention to them because it's currency for that. So now when you do that, you throw away morals, you throw away principles, you throw away values because it's all for the attention. You know what I mean? And so that's how it goes. Of course it's going to be frustrating and all of that when we looking at it because it's talking points to it. But it's frustrating and exhausting as well when you're not of that being. You know what I mean? When you're not of that, you're looking at it for what it is. Whereas the person with no morals, principles, and I'm not talking about people that say, yeah, I got morals. Nah, words is words. You know what I'm saying? We looking at your actions. We looking at what you're doing. You know what I mean? We're not looking at can your actions back up your words? That's all.
Real talk.
Accountability is something else. Accountability, but nobody wants to be accountable for anything that is they want to be accountable for bullshit. You get a lot of people that they don't care why somebody is looking at them if they're doing some bullshit. But you know, I digress.
Any more? I'm not even gonna go into the Umar because that's gonna take a while.
I'm gonna add on to that though.
Go ahead.
The dude King Randall, back to what you were saying is, when he was talking about getting certain things from him, he called it dual domination.
Yes.
Which is basically
you
use both sides of the aisle to get what it is that you want. It's called dual determination. You know what I mean?
And I think that's what I want to say that's what Cube is doing, because I was following Cube and he got a lot of pushback from the black community for meeting with Donald Trump. That joker said, "Listen, I reached out to everyone and they responded to me. The vice president,
right?
The president." He said, "I don't care where the help comes from. I'm trying to help my people, and I don't care who gives the help." And you know what? I feel the same way. As long as you ain't trying to have me, like you ain't gonna have me sell my soul now. But if it's for the people, I don't care where the help come from. So that's why I brought that up.
I want to segue into everything that because it all kinds of ties in right now. Because you mentioned, Brother JC, about, you know, during a period in time, there was a lot of us that were Republican.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And right now, like yesterday, the Supreme Court voted to basically when they put up what they call a opinion draft, whereas though they say that basically they're going to abolish abortion. Now, as Black men dealing with a sensitive subject that involves women, I just wanted a general opinion on it before, you know, we call it a night or whatever. I just want to ask an opinion of y'all, like honest horseman bar talk. You know what I mean? How y'all feel about this whole situation? And no, y'all overview about it, if y'all have one.
Anybody can take
Well, I'm gonna make mine quick. I just don't feel like anybody should be in charge of anybody's decision on their body. Period. That's it. I don't care what it's about. And that's all I gotta say about that.
Respect. Brother JC, you got a comment?
Yeah, so I was riding up from AC and I'm with my shorty. And I was like, nah, that's a nice topic. So I put it in the YouTube search engine. And before the video started playing, I'm like, okay, let me think logically, because I think logically. What's happening now? We got a transgender that went into and this is probably low-hanging fruit, because I am not that deep yet. But I say this. A transgender went into a female prison and impregnated 2 women.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at it like this. At this moment, the world eventually is gonna not the world, I'm gonna say America. This is population control. What's going on with the community, the alphabet letters, respect to my brothers and sisters that's on that side of the fence. I used to be a homophobe, but I'm not there yet, because as long as you don't come over here, I'm good with you. But we have to reproduce in order for us to move on as a people. In my mind, I'm looking at it like, yo, they could say what they want. I watched the news reports and everything. They could say what they want. This is just about abortion. No, it ain't. Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Yeah.
Y'all already see what's about to happen, and y'all need to make a counter move, because you need the young people to pay my Social Security, because I pay for somebody else's. We got to reproduce. So we got to keep this going forward. We got to keep it going forward. And that's my novice opinion, that this is just to counter what's been happening. Now, what does the Republican Party get from that? They're going to get them damn Democratic, them Christians that don't believe in abortions, trust and believe. They're going to have to consider that. They got to consider that. So we got to move our people forward. That's how I looked at it.
I mean, I'm not going to be too long with it either. I'm kind of with the notion as well that I don't think anybody should be able to tell anybody what to do with their bodies. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like what brother JC said as well. The thing you got to know about who's making these so-called decisions, I'm a piggyback, and it's not just one thing. Because like I said, while we keep playing checkers, they playing chess, bro. They playing chess. Like, trust, believe you me, the things that are going on now was planned on 30 years before.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? We get caught up in the day-to-day, and you know what I'm saying? And that's how things are wired. Okay. But, and some people just be like, I'm not going to deal with none of this. You're going to deal with it. You're going to deal with it. Whether you put your head in the sand and look the other way, you're going to be dealt with. You're going to be dealt with. So within that, just do what I would say is, and I'm gonna leave it at this: analyze society and analyze what's going on, and then you'll get a better view of how to move forward. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I respect everything that y'all brothers said, and I also agree. My only battle that I've had with myself is when I've dealt with lower frequency people at times, and that was a means of birth control. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with y'all brothers wholeheartedly. I don't believe in telling nobody what they should or shouldn't do. But I can't say I wholeheartedly agree with this the way it went, it was gone about. I seen it coming. It's just that I always look at this like this. We supposed to have been the land of the free, not necessarily the land of the moral. I don't personally know how God feels about this whole setup. In my spirit, because I feel like I dwell more in the spirit than I do in a religious state, it doesn't align. And when it's used as a means of controlling things, that granted, now there's some sick individuals that's in here in this world, and somebody rapes their family member or has some ancestral type of thing that goes in, and then you have this child come out. I think about it all ran through my mind at one point in time. What it is reason why I think that I brought it up is because it's a subject, and I don't try to separate. I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican. If anything, you'd be like, I'm independent, I guess, I don't know, whatever. I mean, I voted, but I haven't seen the fruits of the labor of it, personally. So it's like, just to see it, I do see everything that Brother National, Brother JC, and Brother Magna Carta said. It's like, I'm just kind of fucked up by it because as a brother, like I said, I put shit out there. Like, I lived a crazy ass life, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't realize what went on until I went to counseling for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if nobody ever went through no counseling, but when you see what they do, it's kind of fucked up, man. And that's where I think I'm torn. Like, I'm on the fence. So
What you
that's
mean
what
by
it
that
is,
when you say what they do in counseling?
man. When they
When they
terminate,
counsel for what?
all right, I'm just letting the cat out the bag. My younger years, man.
No, I ain't mean to do that. I ain't mean to do that,
No.
bro.
I want to talk about it. That's why I wanted to touch on the subject, man. Say on some real shit. Just give me a second. I ain't gonna draw it out because I know it's almost the time to come to an end.
Mm.
I disagreed with it completely, but at the time, I had believed that I had 2 children. I was young, and the female that I was dealing with was very, very promiscuous. So I don't
That's
know
a nice way to put it.
I don't know. I want to put nobody reasons out for why she did it, but because she was in close to what was considered a later term. Before they did this, the place that she went to had to make you sit down and explain to you and either watch a video of what transpired.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that's why I'm basically on the fence of it, bro. Like,
I hear you.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you
You know
start
what?
finding out, like, I mean, I've watched Facebook and IG, and I'm looking at our people of color. I mean, I watched chicks twerking in the motherfucking abortion clinic, bro. So I'm not agreeing with nobody. I'm not co-signing shit. I'm just like,
Hold up.
man.
Exactly. Hold up.
Hold on.
That
Let me
old
just say one more thing. Let me say one thing.
You got
Planned
it.
Parenthood. You look into it. Planned Parenthood was started by Bill Gates' family. And one of the main purposes, and one of the women that was on the board, was to alleviate people of color. So this is why, again, I'm on the fence. And because it can blow up to being something else, I'm on, and me right now on that. But y'all
follow
take
the fucking breadcrumbs, follow the yellow brick road. We could go all the way back to, not back to, but like a couple weeks ago when we did the segment on Black Lives Matter, who they gave their money to. They are trying to extinguish the African-American male. I believe this with all my heart. So if they're trying to like make it better, okay, I can go for that. Like, we're going to outrule abortion, good. Outrule it, because, I'm good with that. Because now we got that 72-hour pill, because you are killing a fetus.
They go. Sorry, brother Jay.
Go ahead.
Once they open up, well, this one goes into what brother Dashalat said. Once they open that door, bro, it's not just they're gonna ban all contraceptives. That's their plan.
I'm
It's
a little
not just
now I ain't want to see that. I wanted to say, okay, because
bro,
we got this.
the draft is
98.
98. The draft is 98 pages. It's going against anything that would stop. Like you touched on something so fucking vital. That's why I didn't want to
Nah, because
supersede it.
Shorty said that
You
to
said
me. She's like,
they
oh, so
need more motherfuckers to
they're trying
tax.
to take that pill away.
They need more people to tax. And this some real shit. Population is shrinking. Ain't nobody, everybody, Latinos is procreating, but every other race, according to what their status is not procreating at the rate that they were at one point in time.
I heard something different. I heard something different from that though. I heard Latinos ain't the only ones. I said we up there too.
They gonna click, bruh. Me and you consider Latino right now.
Yeah, what I heard was that people are either not having kids or they having kids later.
Yeah, I mean,
so the population.
I've been considered a lot of things, but I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So they can consider me whatever. I'm just saying, I know our numbers got to be up there too. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they go always downplay the diaspora. They're gonna make it seem like we lesser than what it is. I'm thinking, like I said, I just share it with the fellow horsemen and the world. It's just that's just my stance on it. I still don't say I'm going to tell a woman right now to today. If I was dealing with a female and something was to transpire, and she said, I can't afford to do this right now. Like, I can't do this. I'm going to share my piece and say, I don't agree with this. But after the point it out, like it goes into what y'all brother said, that's her body and what she wants to do. I just would like to be considered in the situation.
It's also, that's okay too, for you to feel that way too. It's nothing wrong with you being on the fence. That's your feelings. I don't think anybody should disagree with how a person feels. Like, I say you should respectfully agree or disagree. That's all,
Right.
but just respect people's opinion. I feel you on that. You on the fence. That's just how you feel. How can people be mad at the way you feel? I don't disagree with how you feel. Like, because it's always a line there. Like you.
Absolutely. I don't disagree with you either. It's to me.
It's always some gray area.
Exactly. That's why I was saying you got to analyze things and you got to go to a deeper level of understanding. You have to get knowledge of it. You know what I mean? So you can get an understanding of it. Like, the less knowledge you have of something, the less of an understanding you're gonna have. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kept it kind of light, because I could go without, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that's not what I really felt, but it's more to it than what they're putting out there. Is what I'm saying. Than what they're saying, oh, this is what it is, and this is what we might overturn. It's what I know. I already know, because it just being here this long. You know what I'm saying? I already know how they roll. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna tell you one thing and they might do it, but it's what you see sometimes. I need you to say that again, Magna Carta, about the looks and the books.
Oh yeah, it's a difference between what's on the books and how it looks. It's always a difference. I even give you another one, like my man Beanie Siegel said, it's always gonna be it. You know how they are, man. Like my man Beanie Siegel said, I could read between the lines in the eyes of your brow. Your handshake ain't matching your smile. Niggas smile. It's always It's always something with them. So
Yeah.
we know it's deeper than.
He said another prolific verse, and I might mess it up due to the intoxication, but I think he said 90
That's what this is. This is
90%.
real
Didn't he say
bar
90
talk. We're all intoxicated.
90% of what's the name of communication is nonverbal?
It's nonverbal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
He
My
said
man Beans
90%.
always say, man. Something
It might
like
have been
that, but exactly.
something
But my
along
man
those
Beans always drop them lines, man. Your
the
handshake ain't matching your
the
smile.
best of the rock. The best of the rock. In my
Absolutely.
opinion.
All right,
It ain't
man.
just
All
because
right, all
it
right,
ain't just because
all
you
right
prefer
now,
me.
all right now, all right.
Oh, damn. Don't take it
All
that
right, we
way.
had our moment. We had our moment. All right now.
Come on now.
Okay.
It's against one.
Nah, bro.
All right.
Listen, I didn't say the biggest. I didn't say the franchise. I said, to me, the best lyricist in the rock was BC.
It's the rock.
I heard you. I heard you. I heard exactly what you said. I didn't misinterpret it at all. I understand
I ain't
100%
a
what you said.
I said Cameron fan, but as my brother Nonchalant pointed out to me very poignantly, I'm not a biter but a writer. That's documented.
Pick
We
up
can
with my
talk
brother.
about it. And don't get me wrong, I'm a Jay fan. I'm just saying, in my opinion, and an example
I
to
didn't
this
know the
is,
truth.
And I respect your opinion.
let me get one more
I
example.
always say that. I respect your opinion.
Throw your hands up. That Jay was never supposed to get on that. Did Jay still Chris and Niche style?
Hey, let's say this material for next week.
I mean, we can't. I just want to throw it out there. We can just say, did Jay take Chris and Niche style?
I mean,
Whether he
wasn't
did
doing
it better than him, whether he did it
Depends
better
on
than
who
him
you
or not,
ask.
Chris style.
It
Huh?
depends on who you ask.
He definitely took young Chris style.
Okay.
whispering right.
Then that means I would have to pull up songs
Goddamn
where you
fucking
hear
phone,
How
man.
Jay rapping, and then you hear young Chris rapping afterwards. Or do you remember the song where young Chris is like, I think I might wife her? Oh, you don't remember that?
Well,
Who
let's
said
do
that
our
before you
research.
did? Who said that before you did? Jay said it first.
They gotta tune in next week
Young,
for all that.
bruh, hold on. Young Chris is the #1 offender. How y'all saying Jay-Z is a biter? Young Chris uses Jay-Z lines all the time. All the time. And y'all saying he took his line. Y'all saying he
I
took
should be able
his
to borrow from you.
Who made up that whispering style though?
You borrow from me, I should be able to borrow from you.
I'm just saying. It's all like don't nobody say nothing to young Chris though. But you say this is what I'm saying. Hold on. This is what I'm saying.
Young Chris.
Respect to young Chris. Y'all saying y'all giving young Chris some credit about saying that Jay-Z stole his style, but never say that young Chris borrows from him. If we go and say it, let's just say it all together. That's all I'm saying.
All right, well, let's get young Chris out. We could go to Jazz then.
Ooh, go to Jazzo.
Oh, well, that's next
It's a lot.
week.
It's a lot. Like I said, we can say this till next week because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Y'all not gonna have me on trial. Y'all not gonna have me on trial.
Okay. I hope you back from Miami. Where you headed?
Atlanta. I'll be in Atlanta. I'll be back.
Next.
Y'all gonna have me on trial.
No trials.
It's nothing I can never listen.
No trials.
I didn't have this. Listen, I didn't have this discussion. Go ahead, Nonchalant.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm tired of this discussion.
Let's see this jersey. Let's see the jersey of the week, yo.
I done had this discussion since the 90s. It's over. It's over.
Yeah.
I done had this discussion so many times with older guys. The Jay-Z would never be nothing if it wasn't for this.
With younger guys
he do
too.
This.
Yeah.
He's
I'm gonna give him respect, man.
Because Jay-Z's an older guy, he's not a younger guy.
No, I'm saying I had the discussion. I'm always I gotta jump into the defense because the older guys are telling me Jay-Z wouldn't be Jay-Z if it wasn't for this. If it wasn't for that.
Hey,
he's a biter.
I could bring some I could bring some younger guys to debunk that.
I'm just saying
younger
I
than
had
you.
the conversation before.
That's all.
No, I had it with younger guys too. I mean, Either you love Jay-Z or you hate him. You're gonna
That's
find
not
a
true.
way to.
That's my
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, it is. Yes, it
That's
is.
not
I
true.
got.
It's
I don't
true.
hate Jay-Z.
love for him.
I'm telling you,
I don't hate Jay-Z.
polarizing figure he is. I'm not saying you don't hate him, but Pop, I'm just saying for the masses. Either you hate him or you love him.
Nah, I don't agree
And
with that.
if you don't,
Nah.
okay, you
Hey,
don't
mate.
have to agree with it.
Mayweather.
You don't have to agree with it. But what
I
I'm
think you
saying
can
is
equally.
that
I think you can equally. Just because you might have an opinion on somebody that you feel as though is better, that doesn't turn over that you hate that individual.
yeah, but that's the
I don't
same way
think
with
that. I
people
don't
how
think
they
that's
feel
right.
about with me and Nas. They think I hate him. I don't hate him. But they say the same thing about me too. But
But I would never make that.
Not the Horsemen. The Horsemen don't say that.
Nah, I would never generalize that statement. Is what I'm saying, because I've had a lot of
Carter.
since
The
the
Horsemen
90s
don't say that.
okay.
that when somebody disagree with it, that it don't mean you got hate for the other person that you or hate for the other person that
Okay.
they're talking about. I just
Well,
think
let's not say hate, but when you are on the other side of the discussion, you can always find something that is gonna help your defense.
of course,
You're gonna always do that. You're always gonna pull towards that, even if it's not true.
of course, and that goes
It's
on
all
both sides.
it's all opinionated anyway. Even if it's
Hold on,
not
what you
true,
say?
it's
Even
all
if it's
opinionated
what?
anyway.
Hold on. Even if it's not what?
No, I
Even
throw
if it's
down.
not true.
I throw down my
What's not
opinion
true?
on it,
What's
but I
not
can
true?
pull up. I can pull up a lot of facts too, but you know.
No. He gotta.
It's all
He gotta explain.
opinionated.
Even if
Hey,
it's
if
not
y'all
true,
wanna,
what do you mean by that? What's
if
not
y'all
true?
wanna do that, y'all wanna do that next week. Let's do it.
What's not
That's a waste
true?
of time. That's
I'll
a
get
waste of
some
time.
rest.
Man,
I'll get some rest.
No, you can't leave on that note, man. The Carter. What's not true?
I'm not saying what's true or what's not. I'm saying that people can bring in their quote unquote facts. I'm not saying y'all. I'm
Okay.
saying I've been in these debates
Oh.
forever.
As
This
well,
is not
as
wouldn't be
well
the
I have.
first one. And I've heard people say things that were not true, but it was just something that they read on a blog or yeah, I heard that. And and I'm like, is that true? Are
That's
you
both
just
sides,
saying
though.
it because you heard somebody else say it?
That's
That's
both
all I'm
sides.
saying.
So how do we decipher what's true or not?
Right.
How do we know
No,
it's true?
like I said, it's
can't.
all opinionated anyway.
Can't.
can't.
We don't know.
You
Did
can't.
Jay
You
say
can't.
it?
You can't.
Did Dame Dash say it? Did Ye say it? Did Bean say it? Who said it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's how
But if that's what y'all want to do,
I want to
I'll
go
make
to the
sure I roll
person
my
that
sleeves
said
up.
was-
I don't want to do it.
Me neither. I don't want to do it neither.
It's wasted energy.
Hey, but I love what Zach Species said about, and I forgot that we are planning to go to the Nas Wu-Tang. You included, Magna Carta, in September. I forgot.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I
it.
can make it or not. I might have other things to do in September at that time, but I'm gonna try to make it. But I already
going
said
on vacation in September?
Yeah, I already said that though.
Okay.
I got 2 things happening in September, so if I can make it, I'll make it.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Try to when you go to Georgia, visit that the new Black Wall Street spot.
Yeah, I know. I already asked my wife about it. Asked if she wanted to go. She said yeah. So if I can make time for it, I'm definitely gonna go.
It's like an hour out of Atlanta, something like that.
Yeah, and we gonna be in downtown Atlanta too. So
Something like that. It's a little drive. It ain't, you know what I mean? A little drive.
I'll see what we could do.
What we got for this week? Apparel of the week.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So since we did 2 guards, I pulled out a 2 guard. I think we can respect this 2 guard.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Oh
yeah. So I had to go Kobe Bean Bryant.
Straight out of you know.
Lower Marion, right?
Yeah. Lower Marion.
PA.
Another Philly dude.
PA, North Philly. That's North Philly?
That's West. It's like West.
Okay.
Something like that.
West Philly.
You have to.
So I went with Kobe.
you will have to yeah, it's closer to West than North, but you would have to, ask the other Philadelphia, however you say the word. Philadelphia folks, Philadelphians, they could pinpoint it better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's another segment, episode of Real Bar Talk with the Horsemen.
With the Horsemen.
Is Milwaukee playing tonight? Who playing tonight? Milwaukee, Boston?
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to tune in.
Yeah, Marcus Smart not playing. He hurt.
Do you have any info on tomorrow night's game? Is Kyle Lowry playing tomorrow versus the Sixers? I hope not.
I don't know about that.
I haven't a clue.
I'm asking for a friend. I hope not.
I don't know if he's playing or not.
We gotta get this game tomorrow.
It's gonna be tough, but I know Marcus Smart not playing tonight.
Carter,
What's up?
Jimmy don't look like Jimmy, yo. I gotta tell you, that's your boy. He don't look the same. But we gotta have somebody to guard Hero. Hero killed us.
Maybe Jimmy will look like Jimmy after this sweep.
Woo! Okay. Well, we'll know a lot more.
Pray and plan for my downfall.
Yeah, pray and plan for my. Say it again.
Okay.
Pray and plan for my downfall.
DMC.
Say it ain't so, Magna Carter.
Next week.
I ain't praying for it. I'm just saying, man. You gonna
But finish that, Carter. Finish.
I'm just saying, man. You going at my boy Jimmy? Like, I mean,
y'all
was losing by 20. He ain't have to do much. What else you want him to do? Y'all was getting 21 out there.
He's getting cooked. He's getting cooked.
Okay.
I don't even think he had to play in the fourth quarter.
Nope.
Sounds good.
Yep.
We'll revisit this next Tuesday, the next segment of Real Bar Talk with the Horsemen.
Oh yeah.
Brother Nonchalant signing off. This is Real Bar Talk, real topics, real conversations from real brothers.
Yeah.
Brother JC out.
Yep, Magna Carta out. And I sign out for Exact Truth as well.
Absolutely.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.